far beyond the normal shipping lanes of the world, beyond the reach of cities, radio towers, and human civilization. There is an island almost no one has ever seen with their own eyes. A frozen volcanic shadow in the South Atlantic Ocean, a place battered by endless storms, wrapped in fog and surrounded by walls of ice. Its name is 𝑻𝒉𝒆 Island, and in 1964, something was found there that should not have existed at all: an abandoned lifeboat. No nearby shipwreck, no survivors, no bodies, no explanation, only silence. The island itself feels almost unreal. Over 90% of 𝑻𝒉𝒆 Island is buried beneath glaciers. Towering cliffs rise from violent black waters, making landfall nearly impossible. Even modern crews struggle to approach it safely. Yet somehow, someone had reached the shore. In April of 1964, a British expedition arrived at the island during a scientific survey. As they explored the frozen coastline, they discovered a small lifeboat resting alone near the edge of the ice. Inside were supplies and oars. The boat appeared functional. It had not been shattered by storms. It had not drifted apart at sea. Someone had used it. And that meant one terrifying thing. At some point in the recent past, human beings had stood on this forgotten island at the edge of the world. But where were they now? No campfires burned across the snow. No footprints remained frozen in the ice. No distress signals had ever been recorded. No missing vessel was officially connected to the boat. It was as if the passengers had simply vanished into the fog itself. The mystery spread quietly among sailors and researchers. Some believe the lifeboat came from a distant whaling vessel lost in the brutal southern waters years earlier. Others suspected survivors from an undiscovered shipwreck somehow managed to crawl ashore before dying from exposure somewhere beyond the glaciers. But no remains were ever recovered. No names were attached to the boat. Nothing. And that absence became the true horror of the story. Because 𝑻𝒉𝒆 Island is not a place where people simply disappear. There is almost nowhere to go. Winter temperatures plunge below freezing while hurricane-force winds scream across the volcanic cliffs. The island has no permanent shelter, no trees, no wildlife capable of sustaining human life for long. To become stranded, there is almost certain death. Yet the lifeboat remained, waiting, like evidence from a story with its final chapter torn away. Over time, stranger theories began to emerge. The year was 1964, deep within the tensions of the Cold War. Some speculated the boat may have belonged to a classified naval operation hidden beneath the southern seas. Others whispered about secret expeditions that never officially existed. And then came the darker ideas. What if the passengers survived longer than anyone imagined? What if they wandered deeper into the ice searching for shelter, only to encounter something else entirely? Isolation does strange things to the human mind. Endless silence, endless fog, endless white horizons with no sign of life. On 𝑻𝒉𝒆 Island, reality itself can begin to feel distant. Some explorers who visited the island later described the atmosphere as deeply unsettling, a place so empty that even sound feels unnatural. And perhaps that is why the mystery still lingers after all these years, not because of what was found there, but because of what was missing. An empty boat on one of the most isolated islands on Earth should have left answers behind. Instead, it left a question. If someone escaped the sea and reached the shore alive, what could possibly make them disappear from the face of the earth? Until our paths cross again, stay curious, stay aware, and keep your eyes on the patterns hidden between myth, history, and the stars. Love, light, and cosmic blessings.